Hi guys, I'm Dimension Jumper and today I'll be reviewing Super Mario Galaxy 2, which was released in 2010, made by Nintendo for the Nintendo Wii. Now, this is basically much more of an extension of the original. And yeah, there's basically the same thing. Bowser kidnaps Peach, he goes to the center of the universe, and it's up to Mario to save her. But this time, instead of having the Comet Observatory as the hub world or overworld or whatever, after Mario collects his first star, he goes and meets this guy called Lubba, who's basically this big purple Luma guy, and he says that he himself has been in the path as Bowser, and he has taken all of the ship's power stars. So the star that Mario retrieves has enough power to restore the ship that Lubba and his Luma friends are on, and it creates a ship which is the face of Mario. And basically Mario goes around to different galaxies, and so he can get more power stars and advance to Bowser. And what I like about some of the aspects of the game is that it brings back a lot of the old elements from the first game, and also introduces some new elements. So for example, you've got some old power-ups like the beam mushroom, the fire flower, those kinds of items, and you've got new ones like the cloud flower and the rock mushroom. Now these two I particularly like. The cloud flower I like a bit more because of how broken it is, and what I mean by that is that it gives Mario a bit more height, and he can also summon 3 clouds every time he spins, but he'll need to get a new one every time he runs out of flowers. And for the rock mushroom, it makes Mario turn into a rock every time you shake, and you can just barrel through enemies and obstacles that go in your way. And there are a lot of new interesting galaxies that use a lot. I think use a lot more of the Mario formula and a lot more in depth. And if you do get to the end of the game and you beat Bowser, you can also access a special world area. And in one of the galaxies is called Throwback Galaxy, which is actually a level from Super Mario 64, which I think it's a nice little reference to all the people who played the original Mario 64. Yeah, and there's one of the galaxies I quite like is where everything is big, and Mario is the only thing that's small in that galaxy, and I think that's quite nice. And I think there's also another reference to another level from Mario Galaxy. No, from Mario Galaxy, from Mario 64. So in this game, mechanics are drawn back from the first one. So you've got a ground pound, the ability to talk, the long jump, the standard jump, the back jump, and the spin. So that's what I quite like about this part. But the overworlds, mainly this one, the Starship Mario, is a bit more limited in terms of the last one, because in the last one you were in a big observatory and you could go anywhere, but this one is just a ship of Mario's face, and the only things you can do is try and get on Mario's nose where Yoshi is, hit this block to either get a 1-up or a star pit, and also go into Engine Room, which is underneath Mario's hat, where you can see not only this power gauge thingy, but you can also see some power-ups in as well. And you can also see some of the characters as you progress through the game. So like you've got some of the Lumas, some penguins, a toad, Star Bunny, and a bee, and a walking, talking tree thing. And aside from the male toad, which appears again like in the last game, you also got bank toad. So yeah, which can also hold your star bits. Yeah. Oh goodness, you can see. So you can hold like a lot of star bits. But the control panel is the real part of the game, because you can go to any of the number of galaxies. I have been in the game like a couple of times in the past, but I've started to do it again. But the thing I don't like about this particular one, as like in the last game, is that this one is just very, very linear in terms of this. It's kind of like going to the galaxies, because you're just going in a straight line, and in the last one you can just go and pop to any of the other rooms on the observatory. And you can also collect a number of stars to get to the boss, just like in the common observatory. And instead of having like particular bosses to face the Grand Star, you can either face Bowser or Bowser Jr. And you can also find baby Lumas in each, no, not baby Lumas, hungry Lumas in each galaxy or world or whatever. So yeah. You can also meet up with your brother Luigi, who can sometimes switch out from time to time. And every time you go back to a level where you played as Luigi, but this time with Mario, you get to see a ghost of Luigi, and you can get to do the sort of race with him, I think. You can also meet Yoshi again, but he only appears in a variety of levels, and like he appears in one boss battle and a couple of normal levels. And what I like about Yoshi this time around, aside that he's done better than in other games, is because he's got power-ups of himself. So aside from his flutter kick, he can also have 3 various bulbs, fruits he can eat. So there's the bulb, mushroom, flower, bulb thing, and I think that's the one where he can turn himself into a balloon. There's the dash fruit, which can make him go super fast. It's kind of like if you eat a hot chili pepper or something. And then there's the glowy one, the yellow one, which can make Yoshi light up, and you can see hidden footpaths, but it's only limited. Well, all of them are very limited, and the bosses are quite like. And I think they're kind of like a bit more oomph than the last game, apart from the Bowser bosses, because the Bowser bosses, even though they're different than the original, they're kind of the same in this one. So for the Bowser bosses, this time Bowser is ginormous. So if you played like any of the Mario games for the DS or for the Wii or the Wii U, you'll know that at the end of every single fight, in the final boss fight against Bowser, Bowser will just turn big. But this time he's big, like in every single boss fight you fight him, and I think that's quite nice, because this time he'll just like fly around a planet, hit into the planet, bring some meteors. Mario can hit the meteors, and then hit Bowser, do this 3 times, Bowser's defeated. And with the other boss fights, you can fight a dragon that has these big purpley red balloon type things on his body. You can fight Bowser Jr. You can face a variety of bosses in this game, and I think it's a bit more various, and you can also use different ways of trying to defeat them. And like in the last game, and I didn't mention this in the first character review, is that you can also have a second player, and you can freeze. And with a second player, you can freeze enemies, collect star bits and coins, etc. And I don't really use the second controller because I just find it easier to have one person controlling. Well, even though it's for a second player, obviously. So yeah, for my overall, thing of the game is that I quite enjoy it. If you're an old Mario fan, you might find this really good. And yeah, hope you liked the video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.